Hey everyone, this is it. Episode 12, Bomb Shelter. We've gone this far. We're still doing it. All the momentum behind us. This episode, no different than the rest. I love it to death. My guest is a very funny comedian out of Atlanta. We've seen him on Netflix. You've seen him all around. This guy's a fucking killer, headlining for a while. One of the funniest dudes I know. And also, cool thing is this episode, actually, I feel like there's chapters in it where it's like, you know, he has multiple great stories about different bombs that he's struggled through and such different types of conditions and how you react differently in those conditions. And it's a really funny episode. This is one of them laughy ones. Sometimes we get deep. Sometimes it's, you know, it's personal. And sometimes it's just a funny, silly episode. This is one of those, my favorite kind. And you're going to love it. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy this episode of Bomb Shelter with Nick Murphy.
Are we starting or what? Yeah, I feel like we still do that.
No, I don't want to try it. I like when we talk over each other.
I don't care.
It's real.
It's just one-on-one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I always wonder, because I think there's so many different, like, ideas of what, you know, everybody has their own idea of what a bomb is.
Yeah.
What do you think a bomb? Define a bomb.
I mean, I think you're bombing if you're like the whole set is...
The whole set.
Is garbage, yeah. I mean, well, it depends how long the set is. If you're doing an hour and you only bomb for like 10 of that, you can get them back.
So the bombing is
I suppose that bombing is just sort of an agreed upon length of time where it's going poorly for you, I would imagine. But I think, you know, you see that more in like spots rather than a headlining set. Again,
Right.
if you can get them back. If you bomb your whole headlining set, that's tough. If it's silent for 45 minutes.
So you're saying, like bombing is something that happens in a set. It's
I think it can. I think it can.
It can, and it could take the whole time.
It could.
Yeah.
But you can also fix it, and you got to learn how to fix it, because I've definitely had lulls, you know, in sets.
Yeah.
See if you can get them back. See what grabs them. You know.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you found an Asian guy in the crowd. Now you're making, I mean, just a million chopstick jokes. But it's working, and that's not my problem. That's what this crowd wanted to hear.
Right.
And the Asian guy was having a great time with it. So I'm not gonna stop. You know.
Do you ever like get like visibly excited when you're like bombing, then you're like, oh fuck yeah, an Asian.
Well, you know, whatever it is. Yeah, I don't say Asian in my head, but
yeah, you say it out loud.
I got other words for them. But if you find whatever it is, you find the something, because sometimes you got to dip into the crowd, you know.
Yeah.
And I know people don't like the crowd stuff, but sometimes that's what what will get them going, you know.
Yeah.
And then when it gets really good, you can sort of mix in a joke that sounds like you're just still talking to the crowd, but you already had that thing ready to go. You know, you sort of steer them back towar's a bit.
Yeah, I have a tendency to go to old stuff.
That's okay.
When I'm panicking.
Yeah, that's a lot of folks.
Will work.
Well, but then the risk you run with that too is like, if you're so used to doing that old stuff, then maybe you don't have the same energy when you used to do it. So that won't even save it.
Right.
And now you got nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's almost clear.
When you do the tried and true bit and that fails, and I've had that, you're like, all right, I'm just not for these people.
That's that reserve parachute not working.
Yeah.
When the first one didn't work, like, well, I got this one. Like, oh fuck, I'm gonna hit the ground.
We're gonna hit the ground now. Yeah,
man. I always wondered, like, because I used to think bombing is something. I'm more coming from your camp, where it's like it's something that happens in the set. I don't think it doesn't have to be the whole set. I've had people on here and they're like, well, I haven't bombed. I've never bombed. In that, because they're thinking of it
I'll never
as
say
like,
that. I bomb all the time.
They got nothing for as long as they're on stage.
Yeah.
But like, no, dude, like sometimes it's even just a feeling. I opened for Roast Battle and Fat Man a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Shows at like 5 p.m.
I think we were on the same show.
Oh, we were?
Yeah.
Wait, you might have been after me.
Yeah, you had
I felt like I felt like that was a bomb. I felt like I was bombing up there.
Okay,
you know?
yeah.
And
And that's the thing. Everybody has their own standard for what a bomb even is.
Yeah, I mean,
I know guys that if they don't get a standing ovation, they're like, wow, that's the worst dog shit set I've ever had. And it's like, buddy, your bar is pretty high. You know?
I mean, you must be getting a lot of standing O's if it's.
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's also like, there's guys out there that are like, you know, if they're not going nuts when I'm done, then it's like I'm quitting comedy forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think that's what happens too. Like if you just do all your old jokes a lot, you're used to killing in a good room constantly. I would fall into that at Mothership.
Yeah, that's why you gotta. That's why I try to mix up, or at least change the order of what I'm gonna do. Change the order. If you haven't come up with anything new, you can at least try to change the order, especially if you're doing spots.
Yeah.
And then you can fuck with the crowd a little bit. Just do something different.
Yeah.
I think comics get a bad rap for being depressed because they're used to doing the same thing for the rest of their lives. And then what do? 20 years in, that's when the bullet comes in the hotel, you know?
Yeah.
That's why you got to mix it up. And I'm not Louis C.K., I'm not fucking Dave Chappelle. I can't go that fast, but I've a pace that I'm comfortable with. And, you know, even since I moved here, I think I have a whole new thing that I'm doing on the road that I was doing, I don't know, a year, 2 years ago. So it's like, as long as there's a progression happening and you're trying things, and not all of them are going to stick, but yeah, if you get sucked into doing the same shit every set, it's like...
I really
what's even the point of that?
I don't.
You know?
I don't. I think it's just like it becomes masturbatory.
A little bit.
Yeah, well, you're just like going up there to kill,
just jacking off to the same thing you watched yesterday.
Yeah. You're like,
who does that?
There's an Asian.
That's bad.
Another Asian.
Look at it that way. You got to jack off to different stuff.
Yeah,
man.
right.
Are you gonna
find some new stuff?
Who jacks off to the same? That would be psychotic if you're looking at the same thing every day.
Holy shit! Yeah, people do that though. Maybe not out here where there's no porn. Do you think that like when you like what's the risk factor when you go up there and try a new joke? Do you like to put that in like where do you place?
Yeah, a lot of times I'll sandwich it, sneak it in the middle somewhere. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I very rarely will open with I mean, again, it depends on the show. If I'm doing a mic, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I like to get a little something out there just to hit them with. And again, that won't be a super old joke, but maybe something I've been doing that I know will get an established sort of tone for the set. Then sneak a couple new ones in there, try some stuff. Some of them will fail, and then hopefully you got someone sandwiched on the back end that you can pick it back up with, you know?
Yeah.
It's a very slow process.
How long does it take you on average to like write a new joke to where you're like, all right, this is just a full-on new joke?
That also depends. I mean, I've got one I've been doing about the Odyssey. I just did it for the first time yesterday, and it's cool. I could maybe add to it, but it's pretty funny. But it's not very long. It's like a few lines.
Yeah.
Some of them are 3-4 lines. It just depends where the thought process goes.
You just had a viral one.
You called it viral. I don't know if a million views is viral. It's cool, but it's not like
a million views is viral.
I think like 10 million is viral.
That's starting to be sort of standard.
See?
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you got to hit a mill or Mr. Standing Ovation over here.
What's a million views?
Yeah. It's nothing. People hate this.
I need an Asian.
Like that's a quick joke. That was a quick. Well, I guess that was a few lines because I had to explain. Some UFC history with Derek Lewis and then the guy and all that stuff.
Right.
But it still is not like a 5-minute bit. It's only couple minute stops.
You're also explaining that at the Mothership.
Yeah,
where it's like most of those guys.
Yeah, they already know what I'm talking about.
Know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was like that video. Was that? Did you say that was the first time you told that joke?
Maybe like the third time. I think I had
quick.
run it like once or twice before that, but I was like, yeah, that's a keeper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you feel that up there while you're on stage? Like, oh, I'm gonna clip this. I do.
Oh,
that.
brother, I said it. I cut that out of the set, but yeah, I immediately go, that's going on Instagram.
After you said it.
Yeah. I've been known to do that, and a friend of mine told me I need to make a highlight reel of all the times over the years I've said that's going on Instagram.
Dude, that's hilarious.
I've done that many times, even back in my Atlanta days.
Got to do that.
If you just know it. That's a clip. Yeah.
Like you saying,
which is stupid because this didn't used to be a fucking thing. You know,
I know, but
you got to make clips, but now I sort of do it ironically.
Yeah.
Like we were on the Fold the other day. I was just talking about that. We were doing that the whole time. We're like, that's a clip.
That's a clip.
We just lost $500. That's a clip. Yeah.
I can't wait to make this a clip.
See? This will go in there. This will go in the highlight reel.
We'll add to it.
Yeah.
Your greatest clips.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would be like a in all your years, which you've probably been doing stand-up for a while.
Yeah.
I could tell over the 10-year mark for
Yeah,
sure.
it's like 11 and a half, I think, now.
In Atlanta, huh? Is that where you
Yes.
started?
Yes.
And you were there up until...
My whole career. That's where I was born.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
The only time I lived somewhere else was when I went to college in Birmingham for a couple of years, and then I went to UGA and finished there
Wow.
in Athens. So,
Would
then
you
it's there.
say it got easier when you got here to
Uh,
Austin?
I mean, easier is sort of relative. I think I'm obviously better at stand-up as I keep doing it, and so I wanted to have sort of a base before I moved somewhere else and have some credits. You know, did Fallon, wanted to make sure I had like some in somewhere,
Yeah.
and but I had gotten past at the ship before that.
Yeah.
And so that's when I started thinking about it, where I'm like, all right, well, if I'm in there, let's see what else is going on out there.
Yeah, you were one of the guys that I would tell Adam every now and then. Sometimes I get proud of Adam because I have known him for so long before he was a talent coordinator or anything like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll see somebody who I don't know. It's more at the Mothership than at the Comedy Store. I feel like at the Comedy Store, he could only do so much at the time. But here he gets to be more creative.
Sure.
And every now and then there's a guy or a girl that I'll see up on stage that I don't even know who it was. Like I remember when I saw you, I'd never seen you, and you did the Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, it's a great
joke.
one.
It's
Yeah,
so good.
it's a fun one.
And when I saw that, I remember after that seeing Adam in the green room be like, dude, you did it again. Like,
Nice.
you got another one. Like that's awesome. Because he's not always going to pick the best. You know, sometimes it's like he picks for potential.
Could be a dice roll a little bit.
It's a little bit of a dice roll, but it was
Yeah.
like, oh, that one. You know, Ari Matty. When I saw Ari Matty, I was like, dude, Adam, what the fuck? Where do you find?
Yeah, I
this
wanted to
guy?
come here with some, like I said, some foundation, some more time than just 5 minutes. You know, I knew how the process worked, and you got to mix it up a little bit and show that you don't just have 5, and whether it's a good 5, it doesn't. You know, I wanted to make sure. You know, I've been headlining for a little while now, so.
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
wanted
when
to-
that start?
I mean, I was doing like, I mean, now I'm getting some like club weekends, but headlining itself has been like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years.
You talking
probably.
about like
Doing like bar shows, do an
Yeah.
hour, you know, but like a good bar show, not where I'm just on stage bombing for
Last.
an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it's been a grind. And then just slinging T-shirts out of the back
Oh,
of the
you
truck.
got shirts?
Yeah, I got merch, man.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
And that's just you. You're just you're schlepping all the stuff in.
Yeah, and I just switched to koozies because T-shirts are tougher to fly places. I had this giant basketball duffel. I used to play college basketball, and I had this huge duffel bag. I would just throw them all in there. But then ended up late for a couple flights. Had to dump shirts at TSA. It was a whole thing.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was rough because they won't check your bag if you're not before
40
the plane enough. Whatever it is.
Yeah, like the 40-minute mark. Like
Yes.
yeah.
So now I got to get this duffel bag through that fucking machine. Well, I had to dump like 25 shirts.
Anybody want?
It sucked. I wish I could have done that. Try selling them in the lobby.
Of the airport.
Yeah.
Yo, what size are you?
Yeah.
You seem,
What am I? What, check out this Fallon. Look at me on Fallon. Do you want a shirt? Yeah. So anyway, but
What do you think as far as like bad sets go? Is there anything that like that still haunts you? Like one memorable
haunts,
time?
no, but I mean, there's funny ones where you learn a lesson, you know? Like, you can tell me where you want to start. I got black room stuff. I got military room stuff. I got bodybuilder that tried to fight me one time.
Okay.
And then I got a wedding speech, which I think is important for all the youngsters out there.
Oh my God!
That
All right, here's what we're gonna
might
do.
want to speak at a wedding.
Here's what I want. That that's great. That's
Okay.
gold. I want that.
Yeah,
let's
that one
close
was
on
pretty.
that one.
One's pretty epic, actually.
Ooh, let's close on that one.
Okay.
All right. Let's start off where we should start off.
Yeah.
With all due respect, Black Show.
Yeah, it's
Take it from the top.
It's a great. My understanding is that the room doesn't exist anymore, which is very sad. But it's called Cat's Cafe, or was called Cat's Cafe, and it was a great all black audience. And you got a minute. Well, really, you got like 5 seconds to get something going. But like, it was a very tightly booked show, and if you were not bringing it, he's shaking the phone at you in the back.
Oh.
Maurice Sims is the guy's name. It was a good dude. And anyway. There were 2 instances. The quicker one was where I learned. Sort of the type of material not to try in certain places like that. And what I found was like, and again, these are generalizations. This is not every crowd, every whatever, but in general, black people do not like jokes about suicide or about gay shit.
Ah.
Yeah, like I have a joke where there's semen in my mouth, which is the punchline, and it's noticeable. White people laugh their ass off because white guys do talk about gay shit all the time.
Oh, we're kind of gay, yeah.
But black folks are just like, ugh. You're like, all right, noted. And I had one about someone it was a fake joke. It didn't actually happen, but the punchline is someone kills themselves, and it had been working in other rooms. I did it in this all black crowd. Black lady in the back. It's silent. Black lady in the back just goes, "Wrong room." I mean, it was, dude. They'll sting you, man.
I mean, that's pretty good. Like,
yeah. And then of course, then the crowd laughs,
Yeah,
and you're
of
like,
course.
ah, fuck.
Oh, that's the worst. Dude.
Yeah.
She killed it from the back.
I know. She hit me from the back. I didn't even know I couldn't even see who it was. Man.
Also, the verbiage of like wrong room, like that's
Yeah.
like something a comedian would say.
Yeah,
Like,
like she just knew, like, buddy, that you're
Yeah.
not. This isn't gonna play here.
Yeah,
man.
right,
You
right,
don't know.
right.
You don't know. You don't know about us.
what do you do after that?
Dude, I don't even remember, man. I probably blacked it out. I didn't last very long.
Yeah.
Certainly. Probably got a couple of chuckles and then got out of there. You know,
Man.
that was the quicker one. The one that definitely sticks with me. I was following a gentleman who goes by the stage name Shoddy Shoddy. He's a radio personality / comedian. Only really met him once or twice. He was nice to me, but big energy guy. He would get up there, do some dancing, do some jokes, do some noises, do all this stuff. And the building, this is at Cat's Cafe again. The building is like rocking. They're like chanting with his dance steps. That's how
You're fucked.
I remember they're going yeet, yeet, like over and over, and he's hitting every move. I don't even know if he's doing jokes at this point, but they're rocking with this guy, man. The building is like shaking a little bit. And the host at the time was this guy Carlos Miller. He's big time now. He's Wild and Out guy. Do you know who that is?
Oh.
Well, he's big time. He's 85 South podcast.
Okay.
All
Oh,
those
I've heard
guys.
that, yeah.
Yeah. It's big in Atlanta. I mean, it's big nationally, but they're based out of Atlanta. Is how I should say that. But anyway, the look he gave me, I will never forget because he knew I was next. He also knew I was white, and I'd only come around 2 or 3 times, and he gave me this look that was like, "Are you sure you want to go next?" You know, because this guy's going nuts up there, and I'm supposed to come up as this white guy and just figure it out right after that. But you can't pussy out, you know. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go for it.
Yeah.
And I was still pretty new, and I did the thing where I accused Shoddy of doing what I was gonna do.
That's hilarious.
You would think that, Matt. You would think
were
that.
all my moves.
You would
Like-
think that, Matt. But the crowd was like, "No, you weren't. Go." That one I lasted like a minute, I think.
No.
And then we got the Maurice phone. You know?
shit.
Yeah.
The Maurice phone.
Because it wasn't. Yeah, I just didn't have the skills to pick
Turn
it back up.
around,
Yeah, dude, the
yeah.
guy knocked the goddamn building over dancing up there, and I didn't figure that one out. But that's how you learn that shit.
Yeah.
You know. And now, I mean, at least towards the end of when I left Atlanta, I was proud that me and Maurice were on like texting terms. And if I wanted to do Cat's Cafe, I could text him, and he would put me on the show. And that was that was like getting past, you know, for me at a Mothership like sort of, for me, prestigious place in the town I grew up in, you know. So
yeah.
it was cool to have come from falling apart after Shoddy to now being like able to just hit him up and be like, "Hey, can I come through tonight?" Yeah, do a spot. And it's like, yeah, then it's great. So
That's cool. It's funny, man. You got to go through the black room bombs, man. Those are
Yeah. It's a very. I was talking to, I think it was Sean Patton about that. He's headlined the Mothership
Great
all the
guy.
time. Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
knows Sean, and he was saying sort of white people are more fickle. Like you can get them quicker, but you can lose them quicker. Like joke to joke.
Mm-hmm.
Black people, they can take longer to get them on your team, but once they're with you, it's ride or die.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't really fuck that up.
Yeah.
You get a black crowd rocking, dude. It's like you're a rock star. There's
also,
no.
there's
it's
no
great.
like in white rooms. There's a place where they can feel bad for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You get a little bit of
Yeah,
sympathy.
You're not
and
getting that.
They
in a
don't feel
black
bad
room,
at
man.
all.
Nope.
No.
You get wrong room.
Yeah,
That's what you
wrong
get.
room.
Even if you started crying up
Dude,
there.
they used to
Wrong
have.
room, pussy.
It's like, oh, he's crying.
You're like, oh yeah, they would do that. Oh man, this man cried. You're like, oh man, come on, man. And Carlos would cook you too if you had a bad set.
He'd go back up and cook.
He would fuck you up and then
hell
do
yeah.
like 20 and just rip off of your set,
dude. When the
and then destroy and then bring up the next guy. Like you had to bring it, man.
Oh
you know?
man,
It was a great place to cut your teeth. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I like Atlanta. It has all the rooms. You would go do an alt room with the skateboarders with the purple hair, then you go do a black room, then you go do this more mixed bag club that brings in multiple diversity, multiple ethnicities, whatever. It's like you just sort of had a nice melting pot in Atlanta. I think it was great for just getting good at all the different types of people to
you guys
make laugh.
have good comedians that come out of there.
Tons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a thing where like being here in Austin, just because maybe it's because it's like the scene's new and it's like the middle of the country, but I feel like I've seen more people come from scenes outside of, like in LA where I'm from, people came from New York maybe. I mean, they came from everywhere there, but they're not really from scenes. They go to LA to start.
Yeah.
In Austin, it feels like people were getting good in other scenes then coming here. Atlanta's like a popular one.
I think that's the move. I think you want to get good first before you switch scenes. Like trying to get good in a big scene, it's doable. It's possible. I don't know. I wanted to. Plus, there's just logistics in general. You know, I'm from Atlanta. It was not easy to move across the country. I had to kind of figure all that shit out. But definitely wanted to have some chops before I went somewhere else and just try it. Because otherwise, you're just essentially starting over. It would be like, what was the point of, I might as well have started there or whatever. If I'm going to move to another city, I want to sort of be able to get moving,
Yeah, I mean, also like every city has some shitty mic somewhere. Even if you have no real scene wherever you're from, like there's something you could do to at least get a taste.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
this place has tons of stage time. That's what sold me on it. I mean, the Mothership's awesome, and getting past there was great. But I still wanted to figure out, like, okay, well, if I'm not there, where else? What else is going on out there? Because I was ignorant to that as well. You guys got like 9, 10 clubs out here. It's great.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
And bar shows and don't tells and all this other shit. So there's always somewhere to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll leave the house only being booked on one thing. I'll do like 4 spots just because I was walking around. Running into people, pop in here, Black Rabbit. Sometimes they got space. I
love it. I love coming in here of all the places. It's like I'll just poke my head downstairs and see what's up. There's also like so many bars that people are out there barking, and like you could like walk by and people will like, hey, you want to go on? Because there's like nothing, there's some mic, nobody's there.
Right.
It's like I've done that like when I didn't have to and eat fucking dick on the way home, feeling good from wherever I was coming from.
Right.
Dude, we used to have a black show in LA, Tripping on Tuesday. It was in the main room.
It's always got to be some alliteration or something in the black shows, right?
There's also
Mo Better Mondays.
There's Mo Better Mondays. There's
Chocolate
Sundays, and Crack 'em Up Thursdays.
That's so funny.
And but Tripping on Tuesday for a little while they tried like the Gong Show. They had a version of the Gong Show. And Drew Tillman, this dude who like ran Tripping on Tuesday, asked if I wanted to do it, but man, he asked me. I was really young, and he asked me in a way like it was like an opportunity.
Yeah,
I had no business. I would have died anyway. And I go up there doing it's Tony Rock is the judge with like just 2 other people I don't know.
Nice.
And then they have the gong here, and Tony's got the thing. So if at any point it's not working out in Tony's eyes, he'll gong you.
Yeah.
And I walked up. I'm like, I go up there. I'm like, hey, everybody, how are you? Gong! And then the room erupted.
Well, yeah, of course.
So
that's the funny thing to do.
And he was sitting on that for the right guy. Like, that joke was going to happen.
Did he still let you do your set?
No, that was it. He was just like sacrificial lamb. I got to use this joke at some point.
Funny,
So he waited for a few guys to go up, give this guy a chance. Once he saw me coming up all chipper, excited to be there.
Amazing. You just go sit back down.
Oh, man.
That also doesn't really hurt you necessarily, right? Like, if you were going to die anyway, now they'll never know if you were going to do good or not.
It hurt my feelings.
Of course it hurt your feelings,
like
but
too young.
It's not like you didn't get proven wrong or something. Like you never even got to try.
I was the butt of a joke.
You were the butt of a joke.
It was I was able to shake that one off. On the same show, he gave me 5 minutes one time.
Yeah.
and I opened with a Boys to Men joke that was working in white rooms, but in black rooms it just looked like I was pandering, and I was at that point because I opened with the Boys to Men joke.
That's another thing you got to be careful of too. You know.
Oh, they don't like pandering.
You start to get that Gary Owens twang.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. Well, I never did. Gary Owens is masterful at that. If you on paper, it doesn't make sense how that could work.
Well,
like he is a white guy, like as white as it gets.
Yes.
But he kind of has the twang. You would think
it's authenticity.
Yeah, no, it really is.
People
him,
can
though.
tell if you're actually that guy.
Yeah.
Or if you're pretending.
Yeah.
And it's very quick.
Yeah.
I get away with stuff on stage. I say fuck you to crowds all the time, but it's because I seem like a guy that says fuck you to people all the time.
Right.
If I was pretending, if I was Mr. Nice Guy and then tried to say fuck you, it doesn't feel right. You know?
Oh no, it looks like you're being emotional.
Yes.
Like you've lost control.
Yes.
That's what happens to me.
Right.
If I'm saying fuck you.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do, man. Sometimes at my worst, I kind of go off sometimes.
So you got to be careful.
You got to be
because you're letting them win. If you get mad, if you get angry, and you start to
fuck you.
You have that Bill Hicks fucking running up and down the, you know, because of one drunk lady.
Yeah,
and it's like you're kind of giving them some leash there, you know.
There's a move I'll make every now and then when it's going bad, where it's like I call it like a heel turn, like you know, in like wrestling when they like turn bad.
Yeah.
It's like I'll have a heel turn on the audience, and it's like I'm like, but I'm really mad, and it's worked. It's worked like a Hail Mary pass would every now and then.
Yeah, so
like,
no, it can work sometimes.
Turn it
when
around.
You see a guy. By the way, is it Gary Owen or Owens? Did we say Owens? It's just Gary Owen, right? That's
Owen.
bothering me now.
It's Gary Owen.
All right, good.
A wrestler?
No, he's a comedian.
Leave that in.
We'll leave that
Leave
in.
her asking if he's a wrestler.
Different audiences.
It's definitely Gary Owen, and I said
love him,
Owens.
dude.
I'm sorry, Gary.
I used to watch him.
I'm sorry
Gary
about that.
Owen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fucked that up. Sorry.
Did you fuck it up or did I?
I was thinking Terrell Owens. And what's the difference? You know, a couple of black guys.
Just
Anyway.
Gary.
Oh, dude, I don't mean to cut you off, but just to your point, there's a guy, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to whatever, but I've opened for him many times. Nicest guy ever, very wacky, very zany guy on stage, very high energy, does great. He's got a pretty big following online. He hated this one crowd, and I've never seen him pop off like this, but it was the funniest thing I've ever seen him do because I wasn't used to him, the real guy, coming out.
Yeah.
And this late, she was just drunk. She was chirping at me. She was chirping at the other, whoever else was on the show, and he had just had enough. He made it like 5-10 minutes in, and she just kept. And at some point in the middle of like a fun, wacky bit, he just turns and goes, "Oh, would you shut the fuck up, you dumb fucking whore?" And you're like, whoa. And he goes, "Do you know how hard this fucking job is? You know what I'm having for dinner tonight? A bullet." And we're going nuts in the back. The crowd goes crazy because they're not used to him doing this either.
Right.
And part of me was like, man, what if you did the whole set like this? You know?
Yeah.
What if this was like your new, because he's murdering so hard. But maybe it was set up by the fact that he was already Mr. Wacky, Mr. Zany.
Yeah.
And
also,
then when he turned, it got crazier, you know?
And you're saying that was his crowd?
It was his crowd.
So,
Yeah.
That's like a fun novel thing. Dude, Sebastian Maniscalco was doing comedy one way.
Okay.
And not far from the way he's doing it now, but just a little bit more. It was more of an angry, like, oh, the day I've had. The day I've had. That was like his thing. Like, oh, the day I had. You'll never believe the day I had. Like, that was his shtick, I guess.
Okay.
And all the guys in the back of the store would heckle him. Sebastian. This is before he was...
Like comics.
Comics.
Okay.
People used to say Sebastian was the worst. And
Wow.
I cannot imagine. But they all swear. I know a lot of people that were like, oh, no, he sucked.
That's
And
hilarious.
then they would all heckle him. And one day he snapped up there, just slowed everything down, and just kind of like became him. Like
so maybe they molded him a little bit.
Yeah, I think he was like pushed into something about the anger of being heckled. Or
See, some of that you do need to learn that kind of stuff.
And the thing, the way he responded became the comedian that we know.
That's
now.
like the story about Patrice throwing the phone book at Kevin Hart. Have you ever heard that one? Where Kevin was just bombing so hard, he got a phone book thrown at him, and it was Patrice, and he said, "Read out of that. It'll be funnier than what you are doing." There's something like that.
Damn.
And it's like, yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta you know, you got to check each other if you're fucking up there.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be
now heckling each other from the back is kind of nuts.
This was
If that was going on at the Mothership.
It was the Wild West.
It does feel like a more old school kind of thing. Yeah.
That would never happen anymore. But no, he needed it. Obviously, it worked. All right, so bombing in black. Okay, the military crowd. That's a real.
Yeah.
That is real.
So those are more a little more interesting because I was at 100 and then went to 0. I don't know if you've ever done that before, where you're killing and then it just goes silent because they hate the next joke you told so bad.
Joke did it.
Yeah, and it's this thing, you know. Whatever you want, Republicans, conservatives, whatever, they always, you know, yell snowflake, snowflake. Oh my God, you're a snowflake. You can't handle. As soon as you talk about the military, they become the snowflakes. They are so sensitive about that stuff. And if your joke doesn't end with you sucking off a 5-star general, they hate you and they think you hate America. I used to do this joke, and it's on my Instagram, and it did good, and it killed when I did it. And it's not shitting on the military, but they don't even listen. They just hear me. The point of the joke is that I see these two guys get off an airplane, and they're two veterans, but only one of them, I know they're both veterans, even though only one of them's wearing the merchandise. Only one of them's wearing a hat that says United States Veteran. The other guy has no legs. He's in a wheelchair. And so the joke is me starting to go, all right, that guy's probably also a veteran, right? And I go, that's why the other guy's got the hat.
Yeah.
He needs a way to show people I also did stuff, you know? The guy with no legs doesn't need that.
Yeah.
He tells you he's a veteran, and you just believe him. You wouldn't question. You wouldn't be like, yeah, what platoon, buddy? You wouldn't say that.
You're a veteran?
He has no legs. And then I would say, you thank him for your service, you shake one of his stumps, and then you walk away, you know? And it was this whole thing, and there's more to it. But, man, I was doing that in front of I think it happened twice, in front of a military crowd on a show I was doing well on, and thought, all right, I've earned some favor here. Let's do this one now. They check out as soon as I mention the guy has no legs. They're not listening that I'm making an observation that this guy's also probably a veteran. I'm not making fun of either guy for serving, for that the military sucks, that it's stupid to be a soldier. I'm not saying any of those things. I'm observing this guy's probably also seen action because he's missing his legs.
Yeah.
That's all the joke is. And it tanked. The guy that even booked the show got mad at me, and on the Venmo request, or the Venmo that he sent me after the show, it said dead veterans. That was the subject that he put.
What?
I didn't even say dead veterans. Paul, fuckface.
Yeah, dude, that sounds like some PTSD shit. They're like,
But they were silent. And then there were some guys that were in the military or, you know, ex-military in the crowd. And I think I found one or two of them. I was trying to ask, and they're like, yeah, I didn't like that one. And he's just like, all right, okay. But it's like, you know, you can't control. It's like some crowds where you say a certain buzzword, and then they just shut down. They don't even listen to the rest of the joke.
I did this cruise in January, and it was a emo music cruise, and they had a couple of comedians.
Sure.
And Ian Finance was there, and we were.
Ian's great.
He's great.
Yeah.
I had done a show in this big theater, so there's comedy shows there, and that's all of us. It was like me, Ian, Uncle Laser was there, Natalie Cuomo.
Okay.
And it was just a good crew, and we'd pretty much every show were on it together. And it was like a little comedy club on the cruise. Like in the cruise ship, there was a comedy club like for that. Cool, low ceilings, low stage, a kill box.
Yeah.
But I had gotten asked to close out this show in their theater where it was basically like the guy that runs this cruise liner was having his version of the Tonight Show, and he had these bands on. He's interviewing them like it's the Tonight Show, and it closes out with my stand-up, just like the old Tonight Show would, right? So these guys don't. I don't know if they know me. Yeah. I know the comedy fans knew me, but I didn't know if these people did. And I just pretty much, I wrote jokes for that. I wrote jokes for those bands and that scene and stuff. And like, that's kind of how I got on the boat and I opened for these bands and stuff. But I did the jokes I usually do, but I did in the big theater.
Yeah.
And like, one of them I do, and I tell a joke about how I got roofied one time, right? And and basically like the joke is like I was with a girl and we were out.
I think I've seen you do this joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love telling it because it's like pretty easy to tell and it gets to the laugh quick. That's
But
why.
then were there people that were like roofied in the crowd or something?
So
before
I
and they
think
got
what
upset?
happened was because I said something like when I realized a few sips in I couldn't move my arms and I leaned over to the girl. I was like, I think this one was for you,
Right.
something stupid like that.
Yeah, yeah,
And it got the laugh and whatever. I thought the set was great.
yeah.
Me and Ian, it was like the last night I think, and we're just walking around. This is a casino. We're just shooting the shit, And somebody comes up to Ian, this guy, just some guy, and he's probably had a few drinks. He's like, "Oh, dude, I'm a big fan of you," and stuff like that. And then he looks over at me, and he's like really all over Ian.
Yeah.
And then he looks over at me and is like, "And I know who you are too, man." I'm like, and Ian is funny. Ian's like, "Whoa, what does that mean?" You know? And he's like, "Well, I saw you at the Tonight Show, and I'll be honest with you, it wasn't for me. Me and my wife left during your set." And I was like,
That's very rare that people tell you that.
yeah, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like, I wasn't even gonna ask why. I could give a fuck. You know
Right.
what I mean? But he needed to tell me. He was
Yeah.
like, "Well, honestly, my wife really didn't like that essay joke, and because she had been essayed, and I didn't know what essay was."
Even the fact that he's saying essay means he's
Essay, it's
extra.
like you can tell this guy's a real cocksucker.
You got
right?
you got San Antonio'd? That's what happened?
Essay, yeah. I couldn't. I was I was literally doing that. What's S? What could it stand for? You know what I mean? Like I'm looking at this guy like
Right.
SA, and he's like, "Yeah, my wife was essayed," and I'm like, "Essayed." I think Ian might have been like sexual assault, and like, "Oh, wait, what? Sexual assault? Like, oh my God, are you talking about the roofied joke?" He's like, "Yeah, I just didn't think that was cool," and I was like, "You understand? I got roofied."
Yeah.
Like I was roofied, and that was a concern in that moment because I'm thinking I can't move myself. Upon reflection, looking back at that, I really understood how fucked you are if you get roofied.
Yes.
Like if you're a woman and you're out there and you get roofied, you have no control.
Let's also be technical about this. You were just talking about roofing someone, not sexually assaulting
Right.
them. You
But
know?
this woman,
Roofing's
her-
only the first step, fellas.
Yeah.
You got to finish the job.
Yep. Yep. That's level one. The opener, you get them.
That's your
roofie, and
opener, man.
Yeah,
That's
then you
your
got to get them
opening
out.
joke.
There's a whole journey on
You
this.
got to, yeah.
Yeah,
Can you carry her? Do you put her on a stretcher? What
That's
can you
just
do?
the tip of the
You know?
iceberg,
Yeah.
But
So you should have said that to him.
yeah, well, I was kind of just mind blown that this guy
Yeah.
really
Well, of
thought
course.
that, and he's like, and that's why we left. And I broke it down. I was like, you understand that this happened to me, and what I'm not making fun of sexual assault. I'm
Correct.
thinking like, oh, I get this now.
Yeah.
And he was just kind of like, yeah, but can you have said something else? Like, what do you mean? Like, I mean, don't you have any other jokes? And I was like, by the way, the joke is about how this happened at a My Chemical Romance concert.
Yes.
So the joke eventually turns into, I'm referencing My Chemical Romance, which is this world that I'm in on this emo
Did you tell
cruise.
him, I also have a joke about getting graped. Can I do that one? is that okay? There's my buddy, dude, people just shut down. My buddy, his dad had died like the day before or 2 days before, and he had a very funny story about like the insurance company calling him and going over like the procedures when a relative dies. And he was doing it the next day. Some lady starts sobbing and walks out. And it's like, and her dad had also recently died, but it's like we don't know that. We don't know what you guys.
Right.
Now if I walk out and go, "Hey, did anybody's dad just die?" and then you raise your hand and I go,
Perfect.
"Fuck you, loser." If I do that, yeah, you can cry and write a bad review.
Yeah.
But if I'm just doing a joke that I don't know your fucking life,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Right.
But I'm not doing this joke at you specifically. This is about me. This is about my perspective, my existence.
In no way, me personally, and I think everybody has a different approach to it. And I have friends that are the opposite of me, but I for sure do not want to offend anyone.
Sure.
Like I really don't. I want as many people to be into it as possible.
I think it's collateral damage, but it's not intentional.
It is.
I'm not.
I was gonna say
I'm not trying to, but I don't mind
if
it
it happens, it happens. That comes with it.
Right.
I'm completely okay with offending somebody.
You gotta
I'm not
push.
trying to.
Yeah, dude. I used to do a joke about the Special Olympics and that you can gamble on them, and I thought that was very funny.
That's hilarious.
And let's see. There's that one, and then I had the one about Love on the Spectrum. But anyway, some lady, I thought she wanted to buy a shirt after the show. She was like waiting in my merch line.
What size are you, man?
And then when she finally got up to me, you cannot do that joke. I work with kids. Of course, she works with special needs kids. And it's like, yeah, to do that joke about your fucking kids, man.
Right.
It's about the Special Olympics, that you can gamble on the Special Olympics. That's funny to me. It has nothing to do with whatever the hell, you're doing with those kids at your school.
It's almost like they watch some guy up there be the center of attention. And,
some of them want
and
attention.
they just kind of
Hecklers for sure. Hecklers want to step in and get some of that.
At my thing, this woman just needed to make it about, and I told her husband after all of this, I think I said something. With all due respect, it sounds like your wife really just made it about her.
Yeah.
And he kind of was like, look, I'm sorry. I don't want any issue. Like, I don't need a problem. And Ian was cool, man. Ian was like, because one thing the guy did, so they're very, I call it woke, I guess, on this cruise. That whole scene of music, whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But they really do politically, they hate Rogan. They hate all this stuff.
Okay.
When the guy brought me up on that show, he said, "You've seen this guy on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast," and I felt like a bad feeling from that. It was like 1,000 people, like a big, a couple like what's he doing here, right? Mind you, I've never been on Joe's podcast, and
see?
I was like, I wish.
But they hear one buzzword,
right?
They shut
and
down.
So
You've
I
also
came up
never
there,
sexually assaulted someone,
right? But this guy's been on Rogan, and now he's making fun. He's referencing roofing somebody.
JRE, same thing, same thing.
They're doing the math. Like, wait a second, this guy is part of the patriarchy.
Yeah.
When Ian, it was funny because the guy's like, I was like, he's like, and he said something. He was trying to save face, and he goes, "Well, you're also on Joe Rogan." He said that to me. I was like, I wasn't actually. I never got to clear that up with anybody. He said I couldn't. When he said that, I thought, is he bringing up somebody else?
Yeah.
Is like, wait, so you weren't on Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Like, no.
See, I
he's
do
like, I could watch this guy being disarmed, and then Ian, who he loves, goes, I was on Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
The guy was like, really? Like, it was like blasphemy. Like, you're a traitor.
That's hilarious. See, and the guy didn't even know that.
No, he had no idea. They just needed an enemy in that moment.
No, they just hear the thing they don't want to hear, and then they,
I was like, there's drunken emotions. Like, when you're on a cruise, have you done cruises?
Of course, dude.
It's like,
no, I haven't done it, but
drinking. Well, you've done casinos.
I've performed for drunk people.
But there's a different thing when you.
I've done casinos.
When you a casino gig is basically like a cruise on land, because it's people that have been there drinking all day.
Right.
And it's almost like a sideshow thing to do. They're done gambling.
Yep.
For now, they're taking a break.
And
like,
maybe some of them are pissed because they just lost so much money.
You never know where the energy, the expectation, everything's off in these things. So it's like, for me on that one, I just felt like this guy, him and his wife been drinking all week. This was the last show of the week. Like, he's just...
The last
they're not
roofie of the week.
Yep. This is it, and this is his chance to, you know what? Fuck you. You just had to tell somebody to go fuck himself.
Yeah, man. People just want to punch a hole in the wall sometimes.
Yeah, and then we're the easy target.
Yeah, but it's never targeted at someone specific in the audience that we didn't even know existed until they yelled at us.
Like I said, I don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah.
Ever, and I have friends that do. I have friends that love to be offensive.
Sure.
It's almost like that's what they get. I don't like that. It's uncomfortable. I want everybody to like me. I hate when people don't like me.
Well, there's a balance with that too, because that's I think a little toxic as well, because that's going to work against you too. When you're like too nice of a guy, then everyone's like, what the fuck's wrong with that guy?
Yeah. Well, that's also not genuine. Like, people aren't that. We're complex.
Yeah, that's what most people say about you. You're not a genuine guy, and that's why I wanted to come on the podcast.
Good. That means I'm nice.
Yeah.
They think I'm nice. Yeah. And then you said so we went through the black bombs, military bomb. I've had those.
Yeah.
El Paso's could be rough. One time I was in El Paso, and I did they have like one comedy club there, the Comic Strip, and it's military, big time.
Right.
And the guy I opened for, he's really good, like a really good headliner. I went up and I didn't. like my set, and I could tell, like, when I was younger, I was even skinnier and prettier, long hair. Like, like I look like.
No, I'm picturing it.
Yeah. You'd think I was hot.
Okay.
And I got off stage, and I was so mad that I had done bad, and I blamed it on the crowd, and I was telling this headliner, I was like, yeah, it's because they all think I'm gay. And he's like, so?
Yeah.
Like, so what? They think you're gay. Like, what is that going to, like, you still have to kill.
Now you're gay and you suck.
Yeah, can you imagine? You're gay and they're not laughing.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I had the other military, just the quick, is like, I found out some vets were in the crowd. They didn't like the particular joke I did, but I thought I could flip it on them and use the crowd to be like, you believe these guys are in there? And then suddenly they all were in the same platoon or something. They were all in the same branch, and it was full reversal of everything. Again, I was doing so good and just picked the wrong
Group
joke. Yeah. And then like they sent a thing to the guy who brought me. It was like, yeah, tell that guy to learn how to read the room next time. I was like, dude, I was doing good up until one joke.
Yeah.
You know, that they just got oversensitive on.
I hate when
They turn into snowflakes, dude.
Yeah.
It's really an incredible feeling to be doing that good and then go immediately to zero. And you're just like, not even a chuckle. I was doing so good. I had so much momentum with
Really,
you
that's
guys.
it?
You know?
It's crazy how, like, I hate with the way the audience could use comedy verbiage on us, like learn to read the room or wrong room. It's like therapy talk, kind of.
Sure.
Like, oh, shut up. You don't even know what that means.
Sure.
I was reading the room.
Yeah.
And I missed a page.
Yeah. Yeah, skip that one.
Skip that one. I got to go back.
And by the way, as far as black heckles, I will just say this real quick. The funniest one I ever saw, it was this white kid doing a show. We were all on, all black audience, and he was not doing well. And he was cookie cutter, white guy, sweater, nice haircut, and he was kind of floundering. And you just hear this black guy in the back, and he goes, "Yo, you look like you need some milk."
What does that even mean?
It killed so hard, dude. I don't know why he said milk.
Yeah.
Maybe because he's white. I don't know. But it was so funny, man. Maybe because he looked weak. That's for strong bones. I don't know.
That could be it.
He was kind of skinny,
Yeah,
but
I don't
it
even
killed
think
so hard. It doesn't matter if it makes sense.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all about timing and just
Yeah.
that when black people say most things, it's funny. So
Yeah,
it's
man.
like kind of fucked.
They'll cook you up there.
They'll cook you up there.
You got to bring it.
So you gave a best man speech.
Yes. Do you want me to do the bodybuilder one?
Oh, there's a
also?
body. Yeah. I want to get to that first.
I think that one's a quicker one too, because the wedding one will take a second. But are we doing okay on time?
Yeah, you're great.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So the bodybuilder one was a brewery show out in whatever, Georgia, and I think I was implying that he was gay. And, 90% of the time, it's great fun. You can have fun with it. But this guy was pretty big. He's a bodybuilder, and he didn't care for that. Here's the thing. I get away with stuff because I'm kind of a big guy, and I have kind of an intimidating presence, and that goes a long way.
You're like a big tree.
Kind of.
You're like a funny tree.
Well, okay. I appreciate that. That's what we'll call the episode. The funny tree. Thank you. I don't move a lot. That's good.
Oh yeah, as I'm saying, you're rooted in the ground.
And I die every winter. And have to come back.
Big bark.
Very big bark, but I can't show you guys that. But it's every once in a while there's a fella who's there's some big dudes out there.
Yeah.
And you got to be careful. And for whatever reason, I had locked in on this guy. I mean, bodybuilders just look funny to me.
Yes, they're gonna stick out.
The
in a
muscles are just they're ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's
cartoonish.
to me it's a little gay to be that muscular.
No, it's
and
gay
that
shape.
vascular, and care that much about how you. I work out. I want to be strong, but like to do the posing, you're wearing a Speedo up there. It's a little, So anyway, I started and thinking we would have fun with this. He did not have fun with it at all. Got very angry, stood up at his table, and started doing like kicking his feet a little bit like a bull, And then he started licking his lips.
Ooh.
And that's Matt when I chose to say, I don't know if you're trying to fight me or fuck me.
Ooh.
And boy, did the crowd enjoy that. They had a great time with that line. He started turning actually red physically. And the only thing that kept him from rushing me was there was a second larger bodybuilder at his table that wrapped him up
Ooh.
and was sort of, it was like an NBA team
and you're like,
holding them
oh,
back.
look at, now they're really being gay.
See, no. That's when I had to pull it back because if I piss off the second one, now it's now it's
He's
two,
like,
now it's
"All
2
right,
on
dude."
1. Now I'm getting fucked by both of them just to make a point, you know. And what I have learned is if you acknowledge that another fella could beat the shit out of you, that tends to power them down. That's all they need to hear.
Yeah.
I bumped into a guy in a nightclub one time, and massive dude. We were just both going opposite directions.
That'll happen.
And he had it was like a peacock throwing the feathers out. All the muscles came out. He gave me this really dirty look. And I just lean over to him, go right in his ear. I'm like, we both know you could beat the shit out of me. That was an accident, brother. And he laughed immediately.
All right. As long as you know
he
that.
just needed to hear that.
Right.
And then they put all the muscles back away.
Yep.
And then they go back to their, you know. And that's what happened with this bodybuilder. I very quickly acknowledged, brother, we're messing around. We know you could beat me in a fight. Relax. And they got him to power down. I finished the set, and by the end of the night, once he'd had some more drinks and the show had ended, he is showing me on his phone bodybuilding photos of himself in the 80s. This guy was like 50 now.
Oh.
And he's showing me him in a Speedo in like 1984. Man, look at this one. Yeah, man, I got second place. And we were like friends by the end of the night.
Oh, nice.
If I can fix it, then I
Yeah.
feel good about the show.
Right.
If we're still buds at the end of if I give somebody a really hard time, I'll try to shake their hand. Like if they're in the front row when I'm done with my set.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Oh, yeah, I do that.
Everybody knows we're all fucking around here.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
like he's showing you the photos that he can put on his Grindr profile.
Like,
Well, no, see,
if
I
you
had to be
would've
careful.
kept
Yeah,
it
if I had to
like,
say gay.
Oh, you're trying to convince me you're not gay?
I probably got one more in. I probably did get one more in when he showed me the Speedo
Like,
stuff.
oh, come on, dude.
But by then we were good. And here's what had happened: his buddy had killed himself like 2 days ago, and he was a
shit.
mess.
Ah, right.
And all it took was me going, ah, "Look at this gay guy,"
Yeah.
and then the horns came out.
That's what I'm saying, dude. If
He
it's
had
like,
something going on that I
Yeah.
didn't know about.
you know, for all I know, that this woman on this boat that got offended by the essay, maybe something happened on the boat,
Yeah.
you know, and just like I'm
Yeah.
the first guy she sees
You
up there.
can't,
Yeah.
you can't know.
You don't know what anybody's
somebody's going through.
Yeah.
You know,
Man, yeah.
So it is what it is. But,
all right, so set us up here.
but
Who's
yeah, so
this
the
guy?
wedding.
Who is? Are you the best man?
All right, so I'm glad you asked me that, Matt, because this is important. I've spoken at multiple weddings. You speak at the reception when the wedding is complete,
Right.
and every decision has been made, and nothing can get fucked up.
Right.
If you're gonna make jokes and crack on the bride and groom and all that stuff,
Right.
If you're gonna go up there and cry and be a bridesmaid, whatever, blah blah blah, do that whenever you want to.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're gonna be the jokester, you don't do it at the rehearsal dinner. You know, unless it's again the classic. My name's Mike. I'm an alcoholic. Oh, sorry, this is a wedding. No, that's a thing they do, but because they're not
Yeah.
professionals. you
Right.
know?
Right.
I prepare.
Right. Yeah.
But the first speech I ever gave was my buddy Carl. I was the best man. Knocked it out of the park. A+.
Nice.
Could be the greatest wedding speech of all time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna throw that out there. But people have whatever.
People have talked.
The one nice lady at the venue said, who doesn't go to comedy shows,
Yeah.
said it was amazing.
And she's seen a lot.
I mean, but wedding speeches. I mean,
Yeah.
the bar is.
She's seen a lot of wedding speeches.
Yeah, that's what I just said. It's a guy going, "Oh, I thought this was AA," and it's like, "No, you idiot, do your speech." You know, it's the black room. No, you weren't. Do your thing.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
Read the room.
Wrong room. So, yeah, it's an alcoholic black guy. Wrong room.
You need some milk.
Yeah, you need some milk. So wedding number 2, I'm feeling a little cocky, and this is another thing you run into, another problem.
Yeah.
You can't get too high, can't get too low. But I'm kind of feeling myself. I knew I knocked that one out of the park. My buddy Connor, he proposes. I know his wife Austin very well. He asks me to speak at his wedding, but it's at the rehearsal dinner, not at the reception. So this is pre-wedding. The wedding's not till tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm speaking the night before.
Uh-oh.
And before that, we did the, what do you call it, the rehearsal of the actual wedding.
Right.
So we had to go through the motions and all these things. And I kept noticing that the officiant, the pastor, whatever you call him, he kept calling my buddy Colin, not Connor, when he's running through the proceedings. No one's correcting this guy. Connor's a sweetheart. He's not going to do it. He might have let the guy just say that during the
At the
actual
wedding.
wedding. Yeah. The whole thing. He doesn't get it right one time. Said his name 16 times. Colin, do you? And the whole, I'm back there. Just, no. You know, I mean, I'm, you know, I got my hands behind my back or whatever. I'm doing the fucking thing, but I'm just like, dude, fucking, you know, very old guy, you know, and he kept saying Colin. So fast forward, rehearsal dinner, and once again, started good, you know, just like my military show, had him going, had some good, had a good opening thing. It was something about, like, I was at their proposal. We were all hiding in the bushes. It was like out of a movie. It was very romantic.
Yeah.
He proposes. She says yes. We all pop out of the bushes, say
Nice.
congratulations. Connor immediately asked if I would officiate the wedding, and then his wife immediately said, absolutely not. He's not going to do that. You know, we're not letting him be the master of ceremonies here, but we'll let him speak. Okay? That's the most you get.
Damn.
So, but you know, a lot of it was about Connor, soccer. He's a soccer coach, soccer player, fun stuff, getting good laughs. And then I say that. I said, I was at their proposal, and Connor asked if I would officiate the wedding, and Austin said, absolutely not. You're not going anywhere near that thing. And that gets a laugh at the thing. Then I say, although seeing what I've seen today, I might need to officiate that wedding. At least I'm going to know not to call you Colin. Now that gets a laugh.
Uh-huh.
But then I take it a step further. And then I go, in fact, seeing what I've seen, I might need to officiate tomorrow. That guy might be dead tomorrow. You see how old that guy is? He's like 90. Now, here's the thing, Matt. I didn't know. I thought that guy went to bed after the rehearsal.
He's there.
He's gone. There's no, I can say whatever I want about this guy. We can have a fun laugh alone, and then we'll see him tomorrow. Okay? But when I say the old guy thing and that he might die, I see a lot of women start to do this to the mouth. And I think, that's interesting, but I'm killing. Let's keep going, you know? So I do a couple more jokes, but I'm starting to lose the crowd a little bit. And I feel in my head, buddy, let's wrap this up. And I do, and get out of there. They give the mic to the next person. I go sit down, and as soon as I sit down, I look up, and the fucking officiant is walking from the other side of the restaurant over to me. And I'm like, oh my God, he's been here the whole time. He heard me say all of those things. And he was a good sport about it. That wasn't the problem. Because he said, I appreciate what you said. That was funny. I want you to know my nephew's name is Colin, and that's why I kept saying that instead of Connor. The problem was the bride wanted me dead. She thought she thought he was going to quit, and he wasn't going to show up tomorrow for the wedding. She didn't talk to me the rest of the night. There was an after party. She was dirty looking at me the whole night. I thought I had like fucked up the whole wedding, and this guy was going to quit, and they were going to have no one to marry them the next day because that's how she was made. The brides, they're so stressed out, understandably so.
Right.
They don't need me picking on the fucking guy that's just got to do the one job.
And
you
she
know?
already thought there was a possibility you could fuck it up.
Correct.
So she was looking at you.
She was already tense.
Yeah.
Just giving me the microphone.
Yeah.
And then I go and, you know,
Did exactly.
cut the guy's head off for getting my buddy's name wrong.
Exactly what she was worried about.
And, oh, man, my buddies would not stop that whole night. Like, man, you fucked up the wedding, dude. What were you thinking, man?
Be crazy if you actually quit and you had to officiate. Like,
But she wouldn't let me do that. She's not going to go, oh, the guy that ruined it? Yeah, let's let him do it. Yeah. There's no way.
Did you ever square it up with her?
Yeah, because everything worked out.
Yeah.
You know, the next day I showed up early to say hey to the guy, have one more talk. We took a photo. But even then, like, the ceremony needed to be completed.
Yeah.
She needed to get married, to be
get
married.
out of the woods. Right.
And then everybody could exhale.
Yes.
You know? But that was a dark time.
God
you know?
damn,
That was a close call.
Yeah, it's yeah. That's
yeah.
the thing. It's like when you're a comedian, you're like, that's who you are. You're the comedian friend.
Yes.
Like, you're the one, or the family member. They're gonna have you doing stuff.
Right.
You know how many funerals I had to be funny at?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I had to like be the guy. There's my grandma right there.
Yeah.
I did one day. My grandma passed away this year. It's all good. Nobody feel bad for me.
Hell yeah, dude.
But I had to speak at the funeral.
Yeah.
And it's a casket right here. It's open. And I was like, oh, there's, Graham in there doing her impression of Grandpa watching my set.
Oh, that's great. No, that's great. Yeah, I've spoken at a funeral.
Yeah,
it was very sad. It was a comic we all knew in Atlanta, and but I told a very funny story where I was the idiot and he was the guy that knew what I was doing that was stupid. We were trying to jump somebody's car and I was being a fucking idiot about it, and he's the one that called me out. It was a very funny story. But yeah, if you know how to or what to say and how to do it,
right?
Then it's like there was even an Amber Alert that went off while I was speaking. Everyone's phone went off. And I think I said something like, turn all those off. This guy's more important than that kid. I said something like that, and they liked that.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
That's the best thing you can do with that, dude.
Yeah.
Some of these like responses in those moments, it's like God-given.
Yeah.
Like, how would you even think that quick?
He's
like
testing me.
Yeah.
Make this funny, pal.
All right.
In front of your dead friend and some missing kid. You know?
Well, Nick, we got a few days from now. We'll be together in St. Pete,
Oh, yeah, we got to
Florida.
keep plugging that. Every pod I'm on, we got to do that.
Yeah, man.
Joke World, clip it. That's what you're supposed to say.
Oh, you're supposed to say clip it?
I don't know.
Dude, that's why they're not sharing my stuff.
Are they not?
That's why I'm not in the poster. Yeah, dude, they made
You're not on the poster?
Dude, they made a poster with every
Oh, yeah,
comedian.
I'm on there.
Oh, I know. Yeah, everybody's on there, but one guy.
Oh, no.
I'm like a hidden character.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're the surprise guest.
I'm like Reptile in Mortal Kombat 2. You got to like beat this guy to unlock the guy that's not in the...
We have to unlock Matt Edgar.
Yeah, I'm like a DLC, basically.
You got to go to the Murphy show to unlock the Matt Edgar show.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joke World's going to be a blast, dude. It's so many Austin comics, and then just a bunch of extra funny people. It's going to be great.
Yeah, dude. I love festivals. They're so much fun, man.
Yeah, it's a party.
It's just a party. And
it's at the beach now, too.
Yeah. And just like the shows are like... Shows are great, because we're going to be doing that anyways wherever we are.
Right.
But having all these people together,
All the fellas,
all the
guys. No offense, ladies.
Yeah, no, there's no women, dude. That's the thing is like you see people you haven't seen in so long. There's people
dude,
on that lineup
it's like camp. It's like we're all getting together for do some gay stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure gonna do some.
Accuse
gay
each
stuff.
other of doing gay stuff.
Yeah, we accuse it. And I might as well do it. They're gonna accuse me anyways.
Yeah, man. They think I'm gay. I don't know what it
You guys
is.
will come back as bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
All right, brother. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks so much
Nick.
for
You're
having
so
me,
funny, dude.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.